Do you own a company and want to get wedding leads from Facebook? What if you didn't have to compete with hundreds of other companies like you have to on Wedding Wire and The Knot? Hi, I am Francisco. I am the owner of Planet Marketing, a digital marketing company. We specialize in Facebook ads, specifically for the wedding industry. Today's topic is Facebook marketing for weddings. Before we get to the video, please smash that like button and subscribe to my channel so you can get useful marketing tips. You should also sign up for the Planet Marketing newsletter so you could get Facebook marketing tips delivered right to your email inbox. Now, if you fit into any of these job titles, watch the video until the very end. A wedding coordinator, wedding planners, catering companies, venues, florists, travel agents, DJs, limousine driver, makeup artists, photographers, videographers, cake decorators and bakeries, a dance instructor, and maybe like a hairstylist or any occupation that has to deal with the wedding industry. Again, this is to get leads for weddings. So for many of these companies that I just mentioned, you can do something very similar with baby showers, birthdays, and anniversaries. I'll be talking about that in a minute. Now, my intention is to make a difference in your business and show you how I get my own clients wedding leads. Now it's time to share my screen so you know how to build these campaigns on your own on Facebook without hiring a marketing agency like mine. Now, if you want a step-by-step instruction and you want to really leverage the power of Facebook to grow your company, you should look into my Facebook ads marketing course. I'll put the link in the description. All right, so this is one of my clients here on my desktop. This is Riverwalk, a golf course. I have permission to share some of their marketing campaigns. So I'm going to assume that many people who own a company that caters to the wedding industry aren't like savvy marketers. Most people just run their business. That's normal. They don't go into learning all kinds of marketing techniques and stuff like that. Building websites and landing pages, Facebook pixels and stuff like that. All you want are phone calls, basically. So what I'm going to do is show you how to set up the easiest type of campaign on Facebook. And this is the one that gets a lot of leads for my clients. So I'm just going to call this test. I'm going to call this lead generation. And I'm just going to copy this down to the other campaigns. And it's important to see here, this is lead generation. So Facebook has 13 types of campaign objectives. One of them is called a lead generation campaign. You may be familiar with a traffic campaign. Normally when someone's going through their Facebook news feed, you'll see sponsored posts. You click on the learn more button and then it goes to a landing page. Well, in this case, you're not going to need a landing page. This is a lead generation campaign where you can get the person to opt in, and they enter in their information so that their name, phone number, and their email address. So it's basically a lead and you give them a call back. Okay, so right now I'm in the quick creation mode. Many of you might see the guided creation mode. I don't mess with the guided creation mode because, well, if you're going to learn from me, you're going to learn like a pro. Okay, so we don't need Facebook's guidance to help them make more money for them. This is all about you. Okay, so on the campaign tab, I'm going to come back out here just so you can see there's 3 tabs here. Well, there's actually 4 tabs, but this is just an overview of how all your campaigns are doing, or account-wide. So there's a campaigns tab, an ad sets tab, and an ads tab. I just created this test lead generation campaign, and you'll see it flips over here to the ad sets. Now, here's the magic. I'm going to skip over a lot of this stuff because it's going to only be relevant to you. I just selected Riverwalk Golf Club. That's my client's information or Facebook company page. You must have a Facebook company page to do this. It's super easy. If you don't have one, just do a Google search for create Facebook company page. Okay, so if you want to end a certain date on a certain date, run it for a week and then turn it off. That's fine. If you've never run a Facebook ad campaign, run it and put an end date on it, just in case things go wrong. Your credit card doesn't just get charged all the time. Okay, so for this part, you're going to only want your ads to display in certain areas. Obviously, you're not going to be able to how can I say, show ads or tend to clients all over the United States, because most likely you're going to be doing a wedding in your local area. So right now I'm just grabbing the address for the Riverwalk Golf Course, and we're going to do a 10-mile radius here. So the ads will only show in this 10-mile radius. By the way, I'm in San Diego. And for the wedding industry, I'm going to recommend that your neck of the woods may be different. So we're going to look at women who are, let's say, 23 years old and up to maybe like around 30. Okay, and why 30? Because I'm going to assume that you are in a limited budget and you don't have all kinds of money to be spending showing ads to women who are 45 years old, because they probably already been through a white wedding and they just care about getting married and not walking down the aisle again and having 100 people there. So save your money and focus on the people who are most likely going to buy from you. All right, so this ad is targeting women who are 23 to 30 years old in this area, which is a 10-mile radius. Now I can show it to all the people in San Diego, but this is a venue, so we need people coming there. If you're a florist, you could go anywhere in San Diego or in your county. Any of the job titles that I had mentioned before, you would be probably traveling. So you can open up your radius, 50 miles out if you want. Okay, now here is the magic of Facebook. I really want you to pay attention here. Stop text messaging, WhatsApping, Facebook messaging, or whatever it is. All right, so this area here under detailed targeting is where the magic happens. Under demographics, there's an area called life events. And then you can see an area here that is, it talks about newlyweds. These are people that just got married. And then there's an area here, newly engaged. So there's 3 parts here. I recommend that you choose the demographic of women who just got engaged within the last 3 months. Why the last 3 months? Because they haven't picked out their vendors yet. You can also pick women who just got engaged in the last 6 months. Now, women who have been engaged for a whole year probably already have their plans made out. You don't want to waste your money showing advertisements to these women. Again, these are posts. They're the sponsored posts that people see on their Facebook newsfeed. Guaranteed, any woman who is on Facebook, once she gets proposed to, she's going to change her relationship status from in a relationship to engaged. The moment that happens, you want your ads to start showing to these women who are 23 to 30 years old in your area. Okay. Now, coming down here, automatic placements. Now, Facebook is going to try to show your ad to everybody on their networks. You don't have to show it, like on external websites or anything like that. Normally, my best returns are right on Facebook or even on Instagram. So remember, Facebook owns Instagram. You could see it's right here. And You could put it in Facebook or Instagram stories too. But basically, these are the ads. These are where the ads will display. So I normally leave it like this. Let me take that one off. So Facebook Marketplace, forget it. So Facebook newsfeed and Instagram newsfeed. All the other ones I generally keep turned off. This is optional right here. Well, let me go up here. I don't want to skip. Mobile devices. I don't care if they're on Android or iOS, Apple phones. Normally I do turn this on only when connected to Wi-Fi. And the reason is because when someone's at a stoplight and they see your sponsored ad, they're just going to scroll right through it, or they're not going to pay attention. Or if they're at Starbucks, standing in line, going through their phone, they're not really going to pay attention. Now, if they're connected to Wi-Fi, they're at home. Or maybe they're at work, I don't know, sitting on the toilet or something where they have a little bit more time than standing in line at Starbucks. So you have the option of checking this. If this is your first time, go as conservative as possible and leave this marked. Okay. Optimization and delivery. This is an area where you usually get some choices of how much you're willing to pay per lead. Sorry, I think I forgot that part in the beginning. So let me go back up to the top part here. And again, we're on the, I went from the ad set tab and went back to the campaign tab. I'm sorry, I'm kind of backpedaling here. I'm just so used to, doing this stuff myself. I don't really teach this stuff to many people. So I'm going to edit this. I'm going to go back into the campaign tab. Down here, there's a part that it says campaign bid strategy. And if you want a little bit more control over this, you can choose any of these options. Remember, this is the same tree. This is the campaign tab, the ad set tab, and the ad tab. All right, so right now I have it at lowest cost. There can be a cost cap, and then there's control your bids option. You guys can explore with that on your own if you want. I'm gonna go back here. Come back down to the bid options. And now you can see that, hey, I'm willing to pay X amount of dollars for a lead. So optimization and delivery. Okay, so this is a lead generation campaign, and the cost control. I want to share something with you. When I first started off, I used to say, yeah, sure, I'll take a lead for 50 cents. Name, phone number, and email. Well, Facebook is a bidding platform. So Facebook really didn't start showing anything because my people were willing to pay more to get their advertisements in front of the target audience. Now, so what I did was I raised it to $1.50. Still nothing happened. Then I raised it to $5, and maybe I started getting some traction in there. The moment I raised it up to $10, Facebook started showing my ad. So they're going to try to target a cost per lead of $10 per lead. Now, I'll take a lead any day for $15 a lead. All day long, I'll take it. Okay, so anyway, so that is the ad set, and now we're going to go over to the ad. Now, the ad, you should always have some type of call to action on there. This is going to look familiar for many of you. And so what I'm going to do is, if you have a video, that would be cool. You can use stock images as well. And so you go here. What I did was I cleared the image that was already in there. There's an add an image, and if you don't have your own images, you could just upload them here. Or you can use stock images and put in wedding. Whoops, weeding. What is that? So what will happen is Facebook will supply you with millions of stock images, and this is all powered by Shutterstock. Shutterstock can be expensive if you're buying it straight from there. I buy from there all the time because my clients, I build websites and stuff like that. So anyway, you can pick some pictures probably that are highly relevant to your target audience, and then they will start populating. You can create a slideshow. You can upload your own video with its own voiceover, or whatever you want, stock image. For this particular case, I'm just going to use some stock images. All right, now the primary text is congrats on your engagement. Okay, now how relevant is this going to be to your target audience? Well, the lady just changed her relationship status, so now she's an engaged woman. All right, so I'm just going to put some stuff in here so that we can get this thing populated. Here is the headline, and here is the description. Okay, and then sign up, and we could learn. We could switch this button to learn more. And I don't know why this is not populating. Oh, there we go. So this is what the desktop version would look like. Let's see, refresh preview. Nope, that doesn't show. I don't know why that's not working. Facebook goes through this all the time. Okay, so right here, what I'm going to do is I am going to create a lead form. And as I had mentioned earlier, you don't need a web page or a website. When someone clicks this Learn More button here underneath your sponsored ad, this contact form, which is provided by Facebook, will pop up within their smartphone or on their desktop. Since Facebook already knows the person's information, they will pre-populate it with the phone number, email, or whatever other information you want in there. So most likely you're going to want a telephone number. This is the way I do it. And so Facebook shows this form, full name. Well, you don't even need the full name. There's an option just for first name. So contact fields and user information, sorry, full name. See right here, first name. Delete, and then first name. Drag this one to the top. I always think it's first name is the first thing that you ask for anyway. And then email and phone number. So what Facebook will do is fill up this with John, and then john@example.com, and then the phone number 555-5555. You're going to need a privacy policy here, but you could just link to your website's privacy policy, or just find a privacy policy online. And then at the end, once they submit their information, boom, you get an email, or you get a notification from Facebook with a name, phone number, and an email. Once you do that, then you are pretty much set. Well, I'm gonna just hit save here. I got another contact form. I'll just choose the baby shower one. So that one's already built out. And then once that's loaded up and you're happy with your ad, you're gonna hit the publish button. Now, depending on what industry you're in, you're gonna want to put in what your specialty is. There's, for instance, hey, congratulations on your wedding. If you need me to make a custom cake for your wedding, click the Learn More button and check out our pricing. Now, let's say you're a DJ. You want to talk about, hey, do you have a DJ for your wedding? Click the Learn More button. If you are a travel agent, oh my God, travel agents out there. Women are going to want to take a honeymoon. Everybody's been sold on, all women have been sold on honeymoon since they were little girls. So go out there, and this is how you can capitalize on getting leads from Facebook. People try to budget for their weddings, but they always go over budget. You are in an industry, the wedding industry, where people splurge on expenses. They don't spend $100 or $1,000 on weddings. Maybe $3,000 on a small wedding. That's just a dinner. But people can spend $10,000 or more on a wedding. And it's not just the wedding. It's the wedding, the catering, the honeymoon, and all that stuff that comes after it. So anyway, I hope that you learned something from this video. Please smash that like button. Okay. Oh, and there's no need to compete with hundreds of other companies like you do on the Wedding Wire and on the Knot. When a lead comes in from Facebook, you're the only one talking to this prospective customer. They're not out there submitting quotes to a bunch of other companies. So you have kind of like a one-on-one relationship with them. Again, if you learned something useful, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. So if you want to learn how to do Facebook marketing, I use a lot of examples in my Facebook marketing course. The link is going to be in the description. If you want Planet Marketing to set up your Facebook ads campaign, check out our pricing. If you have friends in the wedding industry, please share this video with them. Go check out my course curriculum on my Facebook marketing course. And one last thing before I take off. Advertise today and get sales tomorrow.